This is definitely a big game breakdown because Mets Phillies probably
Yeah.
the best overall weekend series that we have here heading into one of the final weekends of the regular season. Mets are red hot, and that's an understatement. This is a team that's now scored 30 runs their last three games, 10 straight in three games, three straight with 10 runs exact, including that 10-6 win last night against Philly. In fact, last Friday, I have a strong over best bet a week ago for my clients at WagerTalk when the Mets won that game 11-3. So is kind of hard to get in front of the over here, but the odds makers have priced it a little bit higher, 7.5, leaning to the under now. And that's because two good starting pitchers are on the mound. I'm going to take a little bit of a contrarian call, though, here and look at the Phillies for a couple reasons. First of all, they lost game one of this series last night, as I mentioned, 10-6. But if you look back over the last couple of weeks, Phillies have gotten off to slow starts, but then bounced back in their last couple of series as well. They lost 6-2 at Milwaukee on Monday, bounced back to win 5-1 in game two on Tuesday. You go back a week further, I talked about that 11-3 loss against the Mets a week ago on Friday. They bounced back to win both Saturday and Sunday, including 6-4 in game two. So I do look for a better outing here by the Phillies tonight. Both pitchers are in good current form. Peterson has better overall numbers for the season and the last seven. But Sanchez is pitching pretty solid, and I do think he's another guy that's very capable. And the one thing I want to point out, maybe the X factor in this game for the Phillies, is this left-hander versus left-hander matchup. You look at Philadelphia this season; they're batting .255 in all games in all games in general. On the road, they're batting .257. But then when you look against lefties only, .271 in all games, including .291 on the road against left-handers. It's maybe been the best offense in baseball away from home against lefties. And I like to look at road numbers, as you know, because it's all different types of stadiums. It takes in a general theme as far as how they really hit against that type of pitcher. Meanwhile, the Mets this season have not been as good at home against left-handers, just overall .257 in all games at home, just .247. So you're talking about a .291 versus .247 difference tonight in this lefty versus lefty matchup. And I think that could be the hidden X factor here as the Phillies bounce back. They're still the best team in this league. The Mets are closing, but they're still 6 games out despite winning 16 of their last 20. Philly also 9 games above 500 against above 500 teams. The Mets 1 game down still against winning teams this season. So at a pick-em price range, I'd rather have the better team in this series in a bounce-back spot. Take a look at the Phillies here, minus 105, even money. Philadelphia Phillies even money always catches my attention here tonight on Friday. And don't forget, my college football top 25 video is posted. There is a Friday night matchup, 3 Saturday matchups. Fade the Public is going to be up tomorrow. Also a ton of solo videos. Hit subscribe, hit the bell for instant alerts. Thumbs up, like these shows and videos, and also comment below because I read all the comments and I reply back. If you'd like to get the rest of my Red Hot Baseball, by the way, 29-9 baseball run. And the last 2 losses have been in extra innings. Back-to-back extra inning losses and still 29-9. That's how good the season's been. Get $50 off the rest of the season with MLB 50 right now. Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com.